Hey guys, you can see I'm using Cloud Code, but I can generate images as well now using my local LLM. Now I've made one video that you can go ahead and check out on 1-bit image generation on your local devices. It's just really amazing. You can check out this video. What I wanted to do is to do more. I want the local image generation model, which is running on my WSL, to be used by Cloud Code. And you can see I'm able to use a Cloud Code. I can send this prompt over automatic and you can see the output here. And I asked it to generate 10 different images using diverse styles. It was able to go ahead and do all of these and store the results somewhere here. So you can see the outputs here. So these are the thumbnails and I really like this one. Good candidate for a thumbnail, and it's amazing. You can see it's so fluid. So first and foremost, what I want to do is to talk a little bit about the 1-bit model. Then I'm going to show you how to connect it with Cloud Code using MCP. So if you have seen the file settings here, connectors here, go to customize, and you see all these MCPs that I have. For example, Canva. If you connect with Canva, you'll have access to the tools. For example, Exa, you have 2 tools that are available here. This is a professional Bonsai Image generator, which is running on my local system. It's running on my local system, guys. And you can see the connection. We have 4 different tools that can be used via the MCP. And this is our MCP URL. Now, if all of these is sounding complicated, believe me, it's easy. And I have made everything ready for you. I have made this, I've edited and I've cloned the repo, the actual repo, and I have pushed all those changes that you can use, and go ahead and just run these commands and you will have your MCP and your Cloudflare all ready to set up and ready for connection to Cloud Code. So let's go ahead and start this up. I prepared a presentation as well, so if you want to skip this part, you may skip, but it's for someone who is hearing MCP or would like to know MCP better. So let's go ahead and do this. So in the last video, I will link this up. So in this video, what I've done is I have shown you how to start the image generation model, and you can see that we have the front end here on the 3000 port. We have the backend here on the 8000 port. So those were the 2 things that we're running. But in this new code, we'll have the Cloud MCP as well and the Cloudflare. Okay, so the front end looks something like this when we start up. So this is 3000 running on 3000. And I won't say these are bad. These are really good. So you can see this robot meditating, and we have this tiny moss garden, and all these image examples. These are of lower resolution. For example, this one 704 352 resolution. And then we have 1024 resolution as well. This is good. This is actually even higher, 1408 704. Now this is a local generation. It's so fast. You can see the image, the size of the model. It's just 4.55 GB, and this model is still running. And you can see the usage of my GPU. Out of 8 GB GPU, 7.9 is being used, and that too CapCut is taking 1 or 2 GB, or about 1 GB of this GPU. So in about 7 GB of GPU, you can run this model locally. And the big part is that you can connect with Cloud Code as well as a connector, and then you can chat with this. It's so amazing. We have the image generation on a local system. You have the voice generation on a local system, and then you can use the MCP concept to connect everything up. And it's so easy. It's a new revolution. So let's go ahead to the PPT. You can skip this PPT if you don't want, or if you already know this, and you can go ahead and look at the installation part. Let's go and start up the MCP tutorial. So MCP gives you a list of tools to use. For example, we have Canva. Let's say Canva has 20 number of tools. Now you're not going to set all the tools one by one. Instead, you're going to connect via MCP. You're going to connect with this MCP, with this HTTPS only, and it will give you access to these 4 tools. Okay, and using those tools, your LLM can go ahead and read those tools, read the description only. And if the LLM thinks that I need to use those tools, then it's going to use that tool. Otherwise, it's going to sit there as it is. So the original pipeline repo looks something like this. We have serve.sh, and then it started up the backend at 8000 port and the front end at 3000 port. I'm going to show you here. This is the front end as I've shown you. This is the backend, and in the backend, you can see I have 4 number of endpoints that I can use. So I've configured these endpoints as MCP tools. Okay, and we have these 4 endpoints that you can see. There is no way for Claude to call all of these, and no MCP, no integration. So MCP, as you have said, standard protocol that lets Cloud Code call external tools, read resources, and interact with systems, not just describing what it wants in natural language. So user asks Claude to do something, then the Claude uses the MCP server, calls the tools, and then generates the images and then show in the Claude chat. So if we take an example of a professional, third-party MCP, for example, Hicksville, so the host are the cloud servers there. In our case, the host is our WSL2 machine, which is WSL2 machine that we have here, which is a Windows subsystem for Linux. You can do it on your Windows system as well, but again, there are so many errors that comes up with the Windows system. It's better to go to a more Linux-based system. You can use WSL. The URLs look something like this, and our URL will also look something exactly like this. No issue. The transport layer is HTTP, and this is the same for both of the case. We have a paid API on the left, but we have a free API because it is running on your own system. Cool. So we have designed a new code, which is mcp_server.py, and if you go to the repo, you will have this code here, mcp_server.py. So this is a new Python file, MCP file, that has definition of the 4 tools that we have. So health check, list backends, generate image, this is the important one, and compare backends. And then we define the tools as well, and then the actual tool is defined. For example, @MCP tool, and we define the generate image function here, and this is how an MCP is defined. Now I will do a deep dive if you want on how to configure, how to write these, but I don't think there is necessary at this point of time. You go ahead and just use this. Also, the HTTP doesn't work, so if you go ahead and try to connect here, go to add new custom connectors, and then if you just type here and then you try to add HTTP, this doesn't work. So we need to convert this to HTTPS, and then this would work. Okay, so for that we have to take the help of Cloudflare, because Cloudflare gives you actual HTTP. You can see links here. So when I started the Cloudflare, there's a free service you can use. Then we get this HTTPS, and then this domain, and then /MCP. Okay, so instead of the original repo had started 2 services, 8000 backend, front end is 3000, but we will need one more, 8001 port. We set up the MCP server, and then via HTTPS we have the Cloudflare Tunnel as well. Okay, if we run this and then we just say Control-C, this will stop everything because it's written in a shell script. So this will stop everything, and that's clearly fine. So these are the services. Server, the logs, you can see the logs here. There are 4 logs, and that's done. Let's go ahead and try to use this. So we go to, first of all, let me stop this. That's stopping. And then I go to WSL. So I go to WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux. If you don't have that, you need to install, obviously. And for installing that, you need to go to PowerShell. And there, what you need to do is say WSL install, and this will install your WSL. Okay. But once you have this WSL here, I'm going to see the list of folders that I have. I have this Bonsai Image demo, which is the original repo. But now I have created a repo for you. And for getting the repo, you need to do this. Instead of doing that, you need to, I'm going to move this repo or to a new name, let's say backup, and now list the file. So that's a backup here. And now I can copy this, because this GitHub repo is from my repo, from my GitHub, which is prompt engineer 48. Take this and paste it here, and you can see that this was pasted. Then I go ahead and change the directory to Bonsai Image demo. You can say clear here, and inside of that you can see the list of files that I have. Then what you need to do is to run this. This will install Python and install everything that is required. So this is going to check UV, check the environments, create an environment, and then copy the different things that are required for the repo. So it's installing everything. Okay, the setup is done and the downloads is done as well, which means you don't need this as well. If you run this, you can try to run, but again it will say that we already have the downloads here. Next, we need to install Cloudflare. So I take this command and just run it. This will download Cloudflare and install it on your system. You need to give the sudo password. Let me put the password here, and that's done. Next, what you need to do is just say scripts server.sh, and this will start up everything on your system. You can go ahead and check up the usage as well. So you can see that out of an 8 GB GPU, I have just 600 being used because it's just loading up, and this will go to as high as 7.9 GB, which is just enough for the 8 GB GPU that I have. So there is one error which I have shown you in the earlier video as well. So this error says that we need to set the mflux studio GPU binary transformer path to the absolute path on this host. Okay, so we need a transformer. If you go ahead and run this command, we are finding the name transformer everywhere inside this folder. and you can see that we have a bunch of .vnb files, and at the last you can see this one. So this is the transformer. So we need to set this now. So we need to run this command, export the this variable mflux studio GPU binary transformer path, and we set this to this transformer path that we're able to find. Done this, and then what you need to do is then you need to start the service again. So serve, and we are starting our 4 things: backend on 8000, frontend on 3000, MCP server on 8001, and Cloudflare HTTPS using HTTPS here. So let it start, and then we'll go ahead and configure to Cloud Code. Cool. And there you have it. We have all the things ready. So the front end is the 3000 port here. So if you click on the front end, you will see this beautiful front end, and all the previous generations will be visible as well because this is a local system. And then if we go back, we can see that we have the backend here. So if you go to 8000/docs, you can see the Swagger UI here, and these are the endpoints. Another one is the Claude MCP here, and then we need to add this MCP to Claude. So if we go ahead and click on this, we'll have nothing, but I just click to copy this URL here, and then I go back to Claude, and inside Claude we go to file here, then settings, then connector, then customize, then add a new connector, add custom connector, and then say Bonsai Image, and then add the remote MCP server here. Just click on add. So you can see that we have added the MCP here, and there are these 4 tools. So these tools you can change the approval, always allow or need approval. I'm going to leave it to need approval here, and then we go back and try to use this. So if you go to a new chat here on my Cloud Code, you can go ahead and I can say, do we have any MCPs for generating images? I'm using Sonnet 4.6 adaptive, and you can see you have Bonsai Image connected. It's a local GPU based image generation MCP. It has these tools. So I can ask, can you generate me an image of a lady holding a cup? Let's see. So thinking about limitation, and you can see it wants me to access the generate image from Bonsai Image MCP. I say yes, and this is generating. So you can see the request that was sent: a beautiful woman sitting at a cafe table holding a warm cup of coffee, and these are the width and height. And now it's generating. You can look at the GPU it's being used. Here you go, a cozy cafe scene. If you click here, you go to generated results here, then you can see the output here. Now you can go to this location, output 192451. If you go to this location, go back and go to output here, and you can see 192451. This is the output. Not really good at this point, but obviously you can go ahead and increase the resolution here. I can say 1024 please, and Cloud Code is smart enough to understand, and then generating the message again, and you can see width and height has been increased to 1024, and it's generating now. You can see the usage now. The usage has increased because we're generating a 1024 image. So you can see this output result here, and then we have this output. You can go back and look for the image, the next one. So you can see this is a little better than the previous one, but obviously we are not trying to get very high resolution images from this small model. What we are in fact trying, what I am personally trying, is to get images related to thumbnails. So for example, you can have these images that I've shown you at the start. I mean thumbnails like this, and these abstract images, these are really good. Now this has just started. It's a new model, just 2-3 days, and give it 2-3 months from now, and then you will see the quality of the images will definitely improve. So there you have it. We have connected successfully an image generation model which is running on my local system, and successfully connected via MCP to Cloud Code, and now Cloud Code can use this. So if you want to make a thumbnail, you can make from Cloud Code itself. You don't need to go to the front end of this image generation. You don't need to go to the front end here. Instead of this, you can use Cloud Code. Also, this will be good for automations. If you ask it, let's say, to generate 100 images, and you can leave it, you can ask it to tweak it, you can add another model to judge the output and then recreate it. So there are numerous possibilities, but in this video what I focused on is the usage of MCP, how to get it connected, and if you face any issue, kindly let me know. I will try to help. But that's it for this video. Go ahead and try this. Go ahead and watch out the previous video where I talked about 1-bit Bonsai Image 4 billion tutorial. Now this MCP connection that we've seen is using this model itself, which is running on my local system. But go ahead and try and let me know how it goes. Like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.